Hey everyone, it's Karen with Yes Please PaperCrafts, and today I have another challenge for you guys from Scrapbook Stash. And this challenge is the What's My Challenge for April, and it's called Feelings. And so for this challenge, you need to choose one of the emojis on the chart over here and create a layout inspired by that feeling. And you must include the word associated with that emoji in your title. And so this challenge runs from April the 1st through the 29th. So if you're interested in participating, I will leave a link in the description below to the scrapartstash.blogspot.com website. So for this, I thought the best thing to do would be to find a picture first, because I think it would have been harder to start with paper or embellishments or some other thing to kind of inspire me. So I thought I would get the picture first, and then I would take my inspiration from the picture. So I found this picture of me and my brother Bobby, and he was kind of being silly, and so I thought I could use this silly emoji. And this is going to be the paper I'm going to use. And so I just flipped through a bunch of the paper that I have in my stash and looked for something that would kind of go with this picture, and I came across this one, and it's from My Mind's Eye, the Sun on the Sunny Side. That's the name of the collection. This paper is pretty old, but I think it's really cute, and I love the colors in it. So then I was looking for something to use as a background for my layout, and I found this paper, which is from Lily Bee Design, and I'm not exactly sure. I guess it's just called Handmade Sky Blue. I'm not really familiar with Lily Bee Design, and I think this is a really old paper too. So I have these two papers, and my thought was, I was thinking about taking this paper as my background and then cutting into the paper along one of these chevrons and kind of having a jagged edge. So I'm thinking that's probably what I'm going to do, and I think that'd be pretty cool. So that's the paper I'm going to use. And then I pulled in a few little embellishments here. I have a couple of little die cuts, and then also some flare buttons. And I'm not going to be using all of these, but I just tried to pull in some different things that I thought would go with the colors. And I did pull these little die cuts from this pink paisley switchboard, and this is what it looks like. And it's kind of funny because you wouldn't think that anything from this collection would go, but I was flipping through my ephemera and I saw this What's Up, and it was kind of, you know, in that front of the package, and I thought that's cute, so I'm going to pull that out. And when I looked through it, I found some other stuff. Okay, and then what I'm going to use for my title, I think are these puffy stickers. These are from Sticko, and I did get these at the Dollar Tree, and I think that those will be really cute with this paper. And then I'd also have a few other things to use as embellishments for my layout. I have these enamel dots and then some puffy stickers. And I thought it would be really cute to use one of the cars, since we were in the car when this picture was taken. And then I also have this chipboard stickers from Project Life. And I love the kind of orangey red color and also the black. And I think that would go really well. I also have some tags from Freckled Fawn. And then a couple of packs of stickers. I have this sticker, which is the Explorer. And I really like that Hey Dude, and so I might use that on there. And I thought they had some really cute stuff on this sticker set. And then I also have this sticker set from Vicky Booten, and I thought maybe there might be something here that I could use on this layout. So that's what I'm going to be using, and I'm going to stop scrapping and start talking because I can't scrap and talk at the same time. But I will speed this up and do a voiceover later. So let's go ahead and get started. So I usually start with working with the papers and matting the photos, but for this layout I decided to work on the title first. And I'm using these red gel stickers, and I think the color of these stickers is so pretty. It's such a deep red, and I thought it went really well with the paper. So I'm going to spell out the word silly, and I wanted to spell it out with all capitals, but I didn't have a capital Y. And so I just decided that I would change out the I there and make it a lowercase I, and that just made that look a little bit better because I mixed up the upper and the lowercase for that word. Now I'm going to get out my alpha book, and this is a book that I made using an old Happy Planner. And I'm going to look in here for some stickers that I can use to spell out the rest of my title. So I'm going to use these yellow block alphas and spell out "My Silly Brother." And at first that's what I was thinking the title was going to be, and then later I'm going to change it. So I also decided to pull out some of these stickers and just look through them and pick out some things that I thought I might like to use on this layout. And it's kind of interesting because I'm kind of working backwards for this layout, and I'm doing things that normally I wouldn't do until I was close to being finished with the layout. But I think I was trying to figure out how many embellishments I had and kind of what colors I would use, just to kind of get a feel for maybe how I would want to design the layout. And I did want to pull in more black, so you can see there that I have some black cardstock that I'm going to use to map my photo. And I'm going through all of these different sticker packs and different ephemera and die cuts that I have, just trying to get an idea of what types of embellishments I'm going to use for this layout. Okay, so I picked out some embellishments and now I'm going to start working on the layout. And I'm going to start off by matting this photo, and I'm trimming it with this Creative Memories personal paper trimmer, and then I'm going to stick it down onto this black cardstock, and I'm going to use these We Are Memory Keepers layering guides to create a 1/8 inch mat all the way around my picture. So I recently had one of my viewers ask if I could give some tips on using these layering guides, and so I am working on a video so that I can share that with y'all. And you do have to practice to get used to using these layering guides, but once you figure it out and you get comfortable with using them, it makes it so easy to create mats for your pictures. Okay, so now I'm going to fussy cut out this paper, and I want to make it kind of look fancy, so I'm following along with this chevron pattern and kind of giving it a decorative edge. And I thought that would be pretty cool, and I was thinking about using a border punch, but because the paper has such a strong pattern, I thought just following the pattern would be easier, and it would look better because the border punch would have probably not shown up as well as just following the pattern that was already there. And here I'm trying to figure out the direction for how I want this paper to go on my layout, and also what size I want it to be. And so I'm going to cut it down. I think originally I started with a 7-inch piece, and I just decided that I would try my title there just to kind of see if it would work. And I think that the red letters were showing up really well, but when I put those little yellow stickers on that busy pattern paper, you really couldn't see them at all. And so I decided to change my design so I could put the title up at the top on that blue paper. Okay, so that's going to be the placement. Now I'm trying out this washi tape, and I think I'm going to use that there, but I'm going to wait until I have some more of this layout kind of down before I put the washi tape on. And I'm using a T-square ruler there to just line that paper up. And I just wanted to move it down a little bit because I do want to make sure I have room for my title above the picture. So I'm just going to use my paper trimmer so that I can trim the side of this down a little bit just to make it even. And I love that Creative Memories paper trimmer. It's like my favorite paper trimmer that I've ever used, and I have quite a few different trimmers in my craft room. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I angled my picture, and I decided that I would make the title follow the same angle as the picture. And I thought since this was a silly layout that it should have a silly angle. So that's what I ended up doing. I thought it just looked cute, and I'm just going to go ahead and try to figure out the placement of some of my clusters and figure out where I was going to put all of these different embellishments. So now I want to finish working on my title, and I decided that I could add the word brother on top of the photo there, and I made a mistake because I didn't leave myself enough room to spell out the entire word, even though I held it up with the wax paper there, and I thought, yeah, it'll fit, but it didn't. So I did have to peel up some of those stickers, but luckily it didn't damage my picture, but I did have to go back to my sticker book and replace some of the stickers because when I was peeling them up, it did damage a few of them. But I'm going to go ahead and get that fixed. And I really do love having the title there on top of the picture, because they did have quite a bit of empty space there on the top left hand or the top right hand corner. Okay, so now that I have the title situated there, I don't really like how the word my is floating over there next to silly, and I tried to move it down, but I still didn't like how that looked, and I'm just going to struggle a little bit with the title and the placement of the different words. I liked the part where it was silly brother, but I didn't like the my, and I kept moving it around from place to place, and nowhere that I put it, it looked right. So I am going to end up taking those letters off and trying something else. So I had another set of stickers there, and they're a little bit larger stickers, and I decided to try that out. So I spelled out the word my, but I still didn't like that either. So I put it right back on there. I think if I had moved the word silly over to the right some, that would have worked out. I could have put the word my there, but it just didn't look right. And so I ended up finding these ampersands, and this is from Jen Hadfield, I think. And I pulled out one of these black ampersands, and I'm going to use that. And it's funny how sometimes when you struggle and you run into a problem, it actually makes your layout better. And I love the title that I ended up with, which is Me and My Silly Brother. So instead of just My Silly Brother, my title is Me and My Silly Brother, which actually suits this layout so much more. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some of this washi tape down. And at first I was going to cut it, but then I thought, well, I want it to look messy. And so I tore the end of it there. And I'm just going to try to put in some of these embellishments. And I'm also going to be pulling in some more black. I just thought that I had these little bits of black on there, and I just needed a bigger pop of black on this layout. So I got out this We Are Memory Keepers. No, this is not We Are Memory Keepers. This is Martha Stewart. It's a circle cutter, and I cut out a 5.5-inch circle and cut that in half. And I thought I was going to put those circles there and just kind of make a cluster. I needed something bigger. I wanted something that I could kind of put some embellishments on top of, but that was just not working out at all. So I started thinking about it, and I thought, well, I do want black, and what if I was to tear the layout? So I'm going to tear the layout, and I'm going to put the black behind it. And I've done this before on layouts, and I think it's a really cute design element when you're working on a layout that is fun and playful, or like has boys. It's like a rough and tumble layout. I think it's really cute to do that. So I'm going to also tear the paper on the left hand side there at the top corner. And I just think that's so much fun. I love tearing the paper like that. It was a lot of fun. So to do that, you just tear the paper, and then you just glue some cardstock or paper behind on the back of your layout, and it just makes that peek through. And yeah, I really like how that turned out. It really does make your eyes travel around the entire layout, and it makes the picture the center focus. So I think that this layout is turning out quite a bit different than what I was expecting it to, but I do actually like how it turned out in the end. So I got these labels, and I think this is from some really old paper, maybe My Mind's Eye, and it's just a cut apart, and I cut it up into little bitty labels, and I like using this because it has all different colors. So I'm going to pull in a yellow label and add it there to the left hand corner over there by that cluster. So I wanted to mention that I'm going to be participating in the Mini Kit Monday Challenge for April as a guest designer. And so I'm going to have probably about 5 videos on my channel during the month of April. The first one will be a kit reveal, and then I will have a layout for every Monday for the rest of the month. So those will be scrapbook process videos. So I am trying to add a label here on the right hand side next to my picture, and I really didn't like how that looked, and I'm going to go back later and change it. But I did try the little cars and some of those puffy stickers, and I just wasn't liking how any of those looked on my layout. And so I pulled out these stickers from, these are actually chipboard stickers from Project Life. And I found quite a few of those. I found a little camera, and right under that it said, "Oh snap." And I thought that was really cute. And then I decided I wanted to add some more red, so I pulled out my color drawer here and I'm going through it and looking for different things that I might could possibly add to my layout. And I did find a red tag, and I wasn't planning to use a tag on my layout, but when I saw that red tag, I thought, oh, that'd be really cute. I can kind of put that over there to be the base for my cluster on that side of the layout. So I've been doing a lot of organization lately, and I just recently did a video on how I organize and store my ephemera and die cuts. So if you're interested in seeing that, I will leave a link in the description below. And I really do love these acrylic drawers for storing ephemera because they're so easy to get to. I can just dump the contents out and then throw it back in there when I'm done looking through it. And so I really love using those drawers for storing my dies and ephemera by color. Okay, so I'm going to add some twine to my tag here, and I also have a video on how I created that hang tag ribbon twine thing. I don't know what to call it. But I store a couple yards of my twine, each color, on that ring, and I hang it right there on my Rascog cart. So anytime I want a piece of twine, it's right there, and I can just get that out and see what color of twine would work. And anything that I have as far as like organization, I have several playlists on my channel. So if you look at the playlist, you should find all of my organization videos there. So I am working on some more organization videos and hopefully get some of those out on my channel soon. I do love to organize probably as much as I love scrapbooking. So I hope you guys are doing okay and staying safe. I have been staying home and not really even coming into contact with any people except for my mom. And thank goodness I have my two dogs, Bella and Lilybell, because they keep me company. And I don't know, I'd probably go a little crazy if I didn't have them to talk to. So I've kind of run out of video clips of Bella and Lilybell to share with you guys. And so at the end of this video, I'm going to put a little video clip from when they were puppies. And so I thought that might be a cute one to share with you. I'm also working on some more videos for them, and I do have something planned for Easter. I did get Lilybell a costume for Easter, and she is going to be a bunny, and she looks so cute in that little bunny outfit. And I call her my snuggle bunny, and she's just the cutest little thing when she snuggles under the blankets. And I couldn't pass up this little bunny outfit because it's made out of this plush fur, like, or I don't know, it's like the fabric that they use for those like blankets that you can purchase. And she just loves that kind of fabric. And so when I saw it, I just had to buy it for her. But it's really just more like a little sweater. But it's adorable. So y'all look for that coming up in one of my videos soon. And I'm just kind of putting the finishing touches on the different things here in the layout. And I'm going to glue down this twine. I like to glue my twine down because it just really bugs me if I go back to look at my layout and my twine is hanging over a picture, or it's you know, it's not in the place that I want it to be. So I usually like to glue that down, and I'm using my Tim Holtz tiny attacher there just to kind of weight it down until it dries. I did add in some enamel dots and different colors. I think I used orangey red color, a yellow, and also I think instead of using a third enamel dot, oh no, I did use blue. I used this light blue color. I also added in those little stars that I pulled off of that thicker set. And I had a silver star, a blue star, and I think a black star. And I'm also going to pull in that Hey Dude sticker. And I really thought that Hey Dude sticker was really cute. And I'm going to move it. I really was kind of thinking about covering up that part of the picture that where you could see the front seat of the car. And so you couldn't really see the Hey Dude over there on top of the pattern paper. It was kind of blending in too much. So I did decide that I was going to move that, and I ended up putting it on top of the picture. So I'm going to use this tiny attacher and just add a couple of staples there to those torn parts. And I'm going to get out these paper clips. These came from Spellbinders and they're from Fun Stamper Journey. And I just added that one there at the top, and it's just kind of like, you know how somebody, when they're taking a picture, they put those bunny ears up behind somebody's head? That's what that paper clip looks like, and I thought it was really cute for this particular layout. So if you want to stick around to the end, I have some close-ups of the layout and also that short video clip of Bella and Lilybell. And I hope you enjoyed this scrapbook process video and that I gave you some inspiration for this month's challenge. And we would love to have you join us for the challenge, so head on over to Scrap Our Stash and check that out. So if you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more videos, please subscribe. I'd love to have you join my channel. I also do have several Facebook groups, and if you would like to join those, I have links in the description of all my videos giving you details on how to join in. So that's all I have for this video. So y'all take care, and we will see you next time. Bye now.